包厢呢全都是满的，就是4季房材包厢呢也是满的。
哎呀，现在生意太难干了。
After the alcohol ban is issued, there was a lot of wailing. Many restaurants are like eggplants hit by frost, especially those like us who run restaurants in small cities in northeast China. The population loss in the northeast is severe. This population issue has already been quite serious, and the ban will stop the civil servants with consumption ability to consume. Now, it's the ordinary people who are allowed to consume. There are quite a lot of barbecue restaurants like ours in northeast China, and the supply exceeds the demand. What can we do? The sky is falling. Brothers, look, it's dark. There is no business. The prohibition of alcohol is coming, and the college entrance examination is coming. Look at this. No one is here. Look at this. Look at the back. Come, brothers. No one. We are just watching each other. Look at this row of seats. It's quiet. There are no customers. What can we do? How can we do this? How to fix it? After the prohibition of alcohol, the catering industry has completely changed. Look at this big hotel behind me. It used to cost hundreds of dollars per table, but now it sells lunch boxes on the roadside. It has a first-class chef and a first-class team. Such prices directly squeeze out the surrounding small restaurants. Maotai wine really collapsed today. Today, the scattered Maotai in the group has been sold for more than $251. If the price continues to fall like this, many wine merchants will have to go bankrupt and run away. In May 2025, the Chinese Communist Party authorities issued a new revised so-called anti-waste regulations, stipulating that civil servants shall not be provided high-end dishes, cigarettes, or alcohol during receptions. Do you know which units are banned by the alcohol ban? Including state-owned enterprises, central enterprises, and government-related institutions such as the army, banks, schools, public security, proctoriates, courts, and some insurance companies. Even staff in our community services will be restricted. When the alcohol ban comes out, the first to be severely hit is the catering industry, which forces high-end hotels in Anhui, Henan, and Liaoning provinces to set up stalls on the street to sell vegetables. Look how difficult it is to do business in the current market. Such a big hotel has set up vendors on the street. So hard to run the business. The current market and business are too depressed. Recently, many big hotels in Hangzhou have set up stalls in front of their doors. The big hotels now have to rely on selling braised food in front of their doors to make money. Due to the prohibition on alcohol, which causes trouble for hotels' business, they have even considered offering takeaways. It's the business that everyone looked down upon at the beginning, but now it has started to grow. So, in the catering industry, your opponent is not just the small boss next door. The chefs from 5-star hotels are coming to steal your customers. Many big hotels in Hefei City have started to set up stalls. Once the alcohol ban is issued, I guess setting up stalls is just the first step. You can see that hotels like those have all set up stalls to sell takeout. Yesterday, I went to buy one specially. It was $4.20, quite cheap, but I think this money is just a drop in the bucket for these big companies. When I posted the video 2 days ago, I said that the chain reaction of the prohibition had not actually started. Now it's started. Many big hotels start to set up stalls. In the future, it'll affect other light sectors such as light meals, fast food, and even other street stalls. Look at the restaurants around you that are more than 500 square meters. How many of them can still show the photos with full customers in their WeChat friends circle? Why would big hotels lower their status and set up stalls? Because there is no business. A hotel manager is anxious. How come? What should I do? Come, it's 12:45 p.m. now. Come, take a look here, the order book. Today is June 19th. Take a look. At noon, there was no business at all. What should I do? It's 6:04 p.m. now. Check if there is anyone in the private room. Come, check this private room. Check that one. There is still no one. Come, it's empty. Here, it's empty too. That is empty. Oh my God. Manager Chen of a restaurant in Liaoning province told overseas Chinese media that the impact of the alcohol ban on the catering industry is more serious than during the epidemic. He said, "We survived the epidemic, and now we see summer is coming, the season when we can make some money. But then comes the alcohol ban. Ordinary people can no longer afford to go out to eat. Officials are a little richer, but they are not allowed to go out to eat. And his new store, which he just invested about $170,000 in, is also in a dilemma. Manager Chen said, "If you give up, all these years of hard work will be wasted. If you run it, a big trap will be ahead. It's so hard for our ordinary people, it's hard to do anything. If they really don't want you to be well, then you really have no choice." In China, it's a common phenomenon for families to hold a banquet after their children have passed the college entrance examination, which brings business to many restaurants. At a time when the marriage rate is declining, the market potential of this kind of banquet has exceeded that of wedding banquets. No one had expected the new ban on alcohol, and it's left many restaurant owners in despair. At the same time, the local governments in many places have recently issued intensive policies to boycott banquets. Recently, everyone is afraid to go out for dinner casually, right? Someone's child is admitted to university and they're going to invite relatives and friends to have a meal to celebrate, but several friends declined, saying that we are all public officials and dare not go. The promotion of the ban on alcohol and the ban on admission banquets directly led to the closure of many small and medium-sized restaurants. A restaurant owner said that the impact of the CCP's new ban on alcohol was more severe than the epidemic. The business of many small restaurants or stall owners plummeted.
天哪，禁酒令的威力这么猛的！
Oh my god, the alcohol prohibition is so powerful that even I, a small pancake vendor in Jian County, a small town in the 18th tier, am lost. Since June, the turnover of my pancake stall has dropped by 1/3. At first, I thought it was the taste or the sauce that was wrong. As a result, I spoke with all the restaurant owners on our snack street. They all have bitter faces. All the businesses are down. They are eager to make a fortune after the college entrance examination, but the stores are so quiet. I can't figure it out. Isn't the prohibition on alcohol aimed at public officials? How come even small stall owners like us are implicated? Chinese civil servants can read more of the CCP's intentions from its policies. In order to keep their jobs, they will be more careful and avoid any possible risks. Since drinking outside is prohibited, dining outside may also bring trouble. Alcohol is banned. How come the meals are banned too? I don't know if you have heard of it. A few days ago, a customer invited 2 bank staff to dinner, and they only had noodles that cost less than $3 per person. 2 staff members were criticized and fined, and their bonuses for performance were forfeited. The bank president was also punished, and his performance bonus was gone too. My restaurant's turnout was also like this in the past 2 days. Business was also not good. Some people didn't dare to eat in the store, so they ate in the car or took the food home. Someone went out to eat with friends, and these 2 were looking around and feeling scared. No matter who you are, whether you are in the government system or those of us who run small restaurants, we are all ordinary people. When we get off work, we are tired all day and want to hang out with friends to relax or go out for a meal. People nowadays already have a low sense of happiness. If you have to worry and look around when you go out for a meal with friends or relatives after getting off work, I think such a life is meaningless. Is the alcohol ban so powerful now? Let me show you the current situation in our restaurant. Currently, our store is usually full. As you all know, mine is a 10-year-old restaurant. Every year after the college entrance examination, everyone seeks revenge consumption. After the exam, they take the elderly and children out to eat. Then this year, the alcohol ban suddenly came out, and the number of customers dropped off like a cliff. Yes, people rush into the restaurant at this mealtime previously. Look at our store now. As we all know, the catering business is not doing well this year. We all rely on the 3 months of June, July, and August. Now that the alcohol ban has been implemented, what is your situation? The restaurants across the country. You see, many restaurants are closed. So, can we make a small suggestion? Our restaurants should remove all alcoholic drinks and beverages. When customers come, they can only drink tea or boiled water. Just eat dishes here in this way, otherwise we ordinary people really can't bear it. The alcohol ban has also impacted the businesses of many industries. A man who works as a designated driver posted a video to complain. Since the prohibition of alcohol, the number of orders has dropped sharply. It used to be 2 or 3 orders a day, and then 1 or 2 orders a day. Now, haha, there is no order a day, and I lose 42 cents for a bottle of iced black tea. At 10 p.m., we can say that Fairy Valley is quite popular with many restaurants and barbecues. Look at the status, there is no one inside, and the outside are either women who work or students. Another industry that has been severely impacted is the liquor industry. Since the ban was issued, the sales of liquor in mainland China have dropped sharply, and some liquor merchants have even considered changing their careers. Manager Wu, who has been operating a liquor business in Inner Mongolia for 30 years, stated that the ban has significantly impacted his company. Hotels that have cooperated with him for a long time in the past have now cancelled a large number of orders, and the liquor is piled up and cannot be delivered. A small county town like ours belongs to this typical civil servant economy because they are the backbone of consumption. One person in the government system may leverage 3 freelancers. He is the one who gathers at least 3 other people for drinking parties. So 1 equals 3. For example, if a county has 100,000 people in the system, plus another 300,000, and that totals 400,000 people. During this period, people who enjoy drinking, eating, or socializing have all stopped these activities, and this is the current situation. Restaurants are deserted, and tobacco and alcohol shops are not doing well. My store has been in operation for over 10 years, and we still have many loyal customers. When we feel it's not easy, the situation is truly not easy. The prices of high-end liquors such as Wuliangye and Feitian Maotai have suddenly fallen. The latest news is that the price of Feitian Maotai has dropped drastically, and Pinduoduo has directly reached $257 per bottle. You should know that at this time last year, it was still stable at over $349 per bottle. The bosses who hoarded goods are probably crying and fainting in the washroom. It's over. The sky is falling. Today, the return price of a bottle of Maotai is $237. It has dropped by a few dollars from yesterday to today. Now, many merchants have stopped accepting returns. Is there any big brother who can help me? Maotai is unsaleable. I still have millions of dollars of goods in my warehouse, but no one is interested in them now. A blogger said the reason behind this. This is not the only collapse of a bottle of wine, but also a signal of profound social changes in China's economic and social structure. The power system has begun to draw a clear line between itself and wine. Once power withdraws, Maotai is no longer sacred. It's just a bottle of wine. In fact, Maotai is not a national wine, but an official wine. Once the halo disappears, the market will naturally vote with its feet. The Chinese Communist Party may not have expected that the prohibition of alcohol would hit such a wide range of industries. Do you know why the performance of the catering, service, entertainment, and even retail industries has become so bad since June this year? Many sectors have basically been cut in half. Many friends will say that it's because everyone has no money, right? And the environment and economy are not good, right? This is a very important reason. But what is the main reason? Let me tell you, it's the alcohol ban implemented in June this year. This is the strictest alcohol ban I have ever seen. It's basically a 7-day, 24-hour alcohol ban with no blind spots. You can't drink at family dinners at home, and you can't drink with friends, you can't drink with employees, you can't drink with fellow villagers, you can't drink with your colleagues, you can't drink with the people you serve. This seems to be a ban on alcohol, but in fact it's a ban on meals, which many friends don't understand yet. And now there's a trend of expansion bans in some places. Basically, it may not only ban alcohol, but also ban on banquets. That is, banquets are not allowed. In previous years, there were various banquets, including graduation banquets, thank you banquets for teachers, and wedding banquets, and all kinds of banquets are now essentially banned. As a direct result, you will see that it may lead to store closures, employee unemployment, and some basic jobs like designated drivers, etc. will be temporarily out of work. The impact of this alcohol ban is very, very large. So why did the CCP suddenly think of banning alcohol? On June 7, 2025, a mainland netizen disclosed on Weibo that not only is alcohol banned within the internal of the CCP, but also many other activities are banned. In certain places in China, it's required that all government agencies, institutions, and state-owned enterprise personnel do not go out for dinner with more than 3 people, not even with colleagues, and the leaders talk to each one and sign a letter of commitment. A netizen from Hebei province said, "The unit clearly stated that you can only eat with your own small family. Big family dinners, classmate reunions, hometown reunions, and wedding banquets and entrance banquets are not allowed. And you are not allowed to talk behind your leaders' backs. That's it." A party and government agency in Anhui province posted a post on social media titled, "Is it against regulations to eat with colleagues after work?" requiring civil servants in the unit not to invite superiors and subordinates to dinner to avoid forming cliques, and the requirement, when eating with ordinary colleagues, groups of less than 3 people are generally fine. Avoid dining in high-end places, do not meet the same people often, and do not take this opportunity to form a small circle. The Guangzhou government also stipulates that civil servants need to avoid gatherings that are obviously small circle-like. This is the real purpose of the CCP. That is, to prevent officials and people within the system from expressing their dissatisfaction with the CCP at dinner parties. Australian historian Li Yuanhua analyzed for overseas Chinese media. You should not use public funds for food and drink, so why do you need to drink wine? The introduction of such a policy itself is very ridiculous. It's a completely superficial article. One is that the CCP thinks that this makes the public feel that they are very clean. Another is that there are indeed economic problems, so it hopes to reduce government spending. Former Beijing lawyer and Canadian chairman of the Alliance for Democracy and Justice Lai Jianping said, "This is the CCP killing 2 birds with 1 stone." The Chinese economic situation has caused such a situation, which has also led to social and political crises. When crises are lurking, the CCP is afraid that officials will connect, communicate, and exchange with each other, which may lead to their dissatisfaction with the regime or some problems. Through such a ban, these people are isolated like scattered sands, with their backs to each other, guarding against each other, not daring to communicate, not daring to confide in each other, not daring to make friends, and not daring to get together. Lai pointed out, doing so will not only prevent the so-called public spending habits, but also reduce the chances of contacts among these people politically. The regime feels more secure and is not afraid of any social connections that are harmful to its regime. The Chinese people are turned into political slaves, and the whole of China has become a big prison. From all indications, the internal struggle among the top leaders of the Chinese Communist Party is very fierce. The CCP leader Xi Jinping seems to have lost the power he once had, and it's not clear who will take over. The Chinese people probably don't know about these changes yet. All they can feel is that this alcohol ban is too strange. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.